Have you ever heard of DeadZoning? No, it's not a new movie. It's a new travel trend. And honestly, it does make a lot of sense. Hi, I'm Michelle. I'm a travel advisor in Ontario, Canada, and welcome to my YouTube channel, Michelle Plans Travel. You might notice the background's a little different again today, and that's because I'm filming as we prepare to leave for our vacation so that I can have something up for you when I'm gone. This is another Travel Tidbits episode, and I have 3 things that I thought were pretty interesting I wanted to bring to your attention so you know about them like I do. So the first one, as I mentioned, is a new travel trend called DeadZoning, where travelers are intentionally either disconnecting from their phones, their laptops, any of their devices while they're traveling, and also may go as far as choosing a travel destination or experience that intentionally removes them from connectivity so that they can actually give themselves a mental break. A study showed that amongst 66% of those surveyed, showed that time to relax and de-stress, followed by wanting to disconnect from work and everyday life, 46%, were the top reasons that travelers booked holidays. Not surprisingly, the researchers did show that intentional disconnection can help ease burnout, can help strengthen real-life relationships, and it can help boost your mood. However, the temptation to resist checking your notifications can be pretty tough. While this is specifically popular and becoming more popular with millennials and Gen Zs, the researchers are noticing that there's a trend for other age groups to be doing this sort of thing as well. And again, not surprising. Noticing the DeadZoning trend, G Adventures actually does have some great options. You can go to their website and check it out, specifically local living Ecuador in the Amazon jungle, northern Thailand. There's an Antarctica one, and of course there's Patagonia and Namibia. The second point of interest that I wanted to bring up was reported on CTV News online, and it is that Jetstar, which is a sort of budget-friendly airline in Australia, is now going to be charging for the overhead bin use. So up until this point, they have been allowing people to bring smaller carry-ons and larger carry-ons on with specific weight restrictions, and with the same sort of issues that a lot of airlines are facing, where people are just simply bringing too much, they're bringing bags that are too big, and there's a struggle to find space in those overhead bins. With the introduction of the charges, of course, they're hoping to mitigate this sort of issue and have it so that less people are struggling to use those bins. They're still going to allow you to bring a smaller carry-on bag that sits under the seat in front of you. And they're actually going to be doing away with the weight restriction for that bag. So that's interesting to note. And they're also going to stop weighing the bags that have been paid for, sort of that are going up in those overhead compartments. So very interesting. I feel like with the day and age of the airlines, and this is something Jetstar has already done too, along with a lot of other airlines, is they're already charging for, of course, your checked bags. They're already charging for your seat selection. They're charging for meal service. Any little extra, they're already charging for it. So I feel like this may be a trend moving forward with some other airlines as well. The third point that I wanted to bring up today is quite a doozy. It's actually very important to know, and I'm not surprised that this many people don't know about this, but I'm also, it does shock me a tiny bit. So this is regarding travel insurance. I have talked about travel insurance in some of my past YouTube videos, although they haven't been the most highest watch of my videos. I wonder why. What you need to know is that your travel insurance, though purchased, could be voided or your claims could be denied if you travel to a country where there is a federal alert, either an avoid all essential travel or avoid all travel altogether. Surprisingly to me, only 28% of people surveyed said that they knew that fact. This article actually does go on to talk about some things that I myself am a little rusty on. And so it does note that there's widespread confusion about what embassies can and cannot do. And only 1/3 of people knew that Ottawa can offer emergency financial help, specifically things like loans for evacuations. So the government of Canada does have a travel advisories webpage. So if you just go to travel.gc.ca, you can look up any country that you're wanting to travel to, and it will tell you all of the different advisories for that country. The government does encourage all Canadians traveling to register with the Registration of Canadians Abroad database. That can assist if things go wrong whilst you're traveling. Thank you so much for watching, and please do like and subscribe to my channel. Follow along as we go on this journey together.